In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to rank KDP low content books on Amazon page 1 in 2022. And this video will make you reconsider your current KDP keyword research strategy. So keep watching till the end. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I talk about how to make money online by self-publishing no content and low content books on Amazon and create passive income from scratch. If this sounds something that you might be interested in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Before talking about how to rank KDP low content books on Amazon and KDP keyword research strategy, I would like to give you some interesting information about the consumer behaviors. Do you know that 70% of the customers never visit the second page of the search results? And when it comes to clicks, 35% of the customers click on the first product featured on a search page. Also, the first 3 listings get around 60% of all clicks, while products on the first page of the search results get at least 80%. In short, if your product is not on the first page for a specific keyword, you are missing out on sales potential. But the question is, how to rank your low content books on Amazon page 1? Honestly speaking, nobody knows the answer to this question exactly, because Amazon has never stated the exact logic of the A9 algorithm which powers Amazon's search bar. However, we have some clues on the Amazon A9 website. By the way, it is said that after changing the A9 in 2019, they closed this site and pointed the domain name to the Amazon's homepage. But you can still check it on the Wayback Machine website, like I am doing it right now. For your information, as the website is closed, some people name the algorithm as A10 now, but the main logic remains the same, of course. When we check their website, we understand that Amazon has been collecting lots of data from its customers since the beginning, and they have been observing past traffic patterns, and also indexing the text describing every product in their catalog before the customer has even decided to search. It is also written here that they focus on the words and the intent behind those words. And there is a simple example about this sentence here. So when a customer types Harry Potter in books, they show Harry Potter titled results in books category. And if you write Harry Potter shirt, they don't show any book in the results. Let's try. As you see, they show the results only in clothing category. Like all the search engines, one of Amazon A9's key tenets is relevancy. They say that once they determine which items are good matches to the customer's query, their ranking algorithms score them to present the most relevant results to the user. And their ranking algorithms automatically learn to combine multiple relevance features. So what is the relevance for Amazon's search algorithm? How do they score the products? Search algorithms look at many factors. These factors can be product information, such as price, availability, fulfillment method, brand, category, as well as historical information, such as sales count and view count. And they calculate a product score to rank each product for a specific keyword by giving different weight to each of these factors. We don't know exactly which ones Amazon is looking at and how much weight they apply to each factor while calculating the product scores, because Amazon is not about to give away its search engine's secrets. Actually, every single one's got a story to tell about how to rank your products on Amazon page 1. But I will just focus on what Amazon says to us to build a better keyword strategy. So let's check. Previously, there was such information in Seller Central help page, which still exists in Singapore website of Amazon as you see now. They say factors such as degree of text match, price, availability, selection, and sales history help determine where your product appears in a customer's search results. Please be aware that this information currently does not exist on the Amazon US website. They took this sentence out. I don't know why and when. However, as they are the basic factors of an e-commerce search engine, I know that they still look at these factors. Let's check also Amazon KDP Help Center to see what they are saying about placement in search results. Factors that may impact your search result placement include past sales history, availability, length of time the item has been listed on Amazon, popularity, and others. Let's combine the information both in Amazon Singapore Help Center and KDP Help Center and make a simple chart that will help us better understand all these factors. Amazon is much more likely to promote listings that are more likely to result in sales. That's why I put the sales at the center of our graphic. When it comes to sales, conversion rate and sales velocity are commonly used by e-commerce websites to measure the performance of each product. Let's start with conversion rate. Conversion rate is the metric used to measure the number of page visits that result in a sale. Just for your information, websites that sell a product or service have 1 to 2% conversion rate. However, this number is significantly higher when it comes to Amazon. The average conversion rate for Amazon listings is 10 to 15%. Sales velocity is another important factor that determines your ranking on Amazon. It measures how quickly your business is making money. Determining sales velocity shows Amazon how much revenue they can expect to make in one day or over a certain period from your product. Amazon defines sales velocity as the number and the dollar amount of a seller's transaction during any given month. So the calculation of sales velocity is like this. Sales velocity equals number of opportunities times deal value times conversion rate divided by length of sales cycle. In our case, number of opportunities is page views, and the deal value is selling price. Let's make an example to understand better. Your low content book gets 1000 views in 30 days, and it has a conversion rate 10%. Your average book price is $6. So the sales velocity equals 1000 times $6 times 0.10 conversion rate divided by 30 days equals $20 per day. So imagine that your competitor's sales velocity is $18 per day and all the other factors are the same. In this case, probably your book will rank higher than your competitor. Most of the sellers think that conversion rate and sales velocity are some of the most important factors that determine your ranking on Amazon. Therefore, our target should be increasing the sales to have a better ranking, and we can do it with the help of other factors. However, as a KDP seller or author, we can only control some of the factors to increase the sales. Let's check the other factors that Amazon mentioned in their help centers one by one to see what we can do. Let's start with text match. As it is written on KDP Help Center, combine keywords in the most logical order. Customers search for military science fiction, but probably not for fiction science military. So using auto-suggestions should be good practice most of the time, as they were previously searched by customers frequently. I will elaborate on this subject in detail in the second part of the KDP keyword research series. Let's continue with the price. Typically, lower price products tend to show higher on the search engine result pages of any e-commerce website. It is the same for Amazon because they indicated this in the success factors on Amazon.com section of their help center. They say here that, are your products priced competitively against comparable items? So when you launch a new product, putting a lower price than your competitor can be a good strategy for making some early sales and ranking your product for some keywords. After some sales, you can increase your profit margin gradually. Another factor is availability. KDP is a print-on-demand business and normally all your books should be available anytime. Even it is not a factor that you can control, be aware that if there will be a paper shortage again this year in the print industry, your products may be unavailable in some of the Amazon marketplaces, and this may affect your rankings as well. Sales history. Sales history is directly related to sales velocity, and I already explained it in details. Okay, length of the time the item has been listed on Amazon. All the search algorithms give more weight to just publish products to understand what the product is. That's why you may see some new arrival products on the first page. Amazon also says in the Help Center that they consider many factors when choosing featured results and whether they think the item will be of interest, such as new items. To turn this to your advantage, your cover design, product details, and price level should be good enough for clicking by customers at first glance. Also, products that have a sales history are known by the Amazon algorithm very well, and they are more likely to be shown in search results for different keyword searches if they have a good product scores. Fulfillment method is another important factor, because it has a significant impact on the conversion rate of products that are fulfilled by Amazon. It may sound quite good for us at the beginning as KDP low content books are shipped by Amazon. However, if you check some keyword search results carefully, you can see that they are dominated by FBA sellers, especially for seasonal niches. In my opinion, the algorithm gives more weight to FBA products during the peak season for these keywords. That's why, when I see results like this during my keyword research, I prefer not to spend time on them. Delivery speed is another factor related to logistics, and it is very important for conversion rate. Again, it is not the factor that we can control as a KDP seller or author. Generally, Amazon ships KDP paperback books quite fast. However, I can't say the same for the hardcovers. So, when the customer click your hardcover book and see the information usually ships within 3 to 4 weeks, probably they will search for another product and this will reduce your product's conversion rate. It can be the reason why you can't sell hardcover books as much as you want for the moment. Let's continue with category. Choosing the most accurate categories for your low content book will help the Amazon algorithm show it to the relevant customers. If you remember the Harry Potter example at the beginning of the video, there should be relevancy between your keywords in your title and choosing category. I suggest you read the guidelines in KDP Help Center as they say, be accurate, be specific, and don't be redundant while choosing your categories. Popularity. Popularity is related to reviews and ratings. Products that are reviewed better and have more reviews tend to have higher conversion rates than other products. Therefore, when you are publishing your books, always think like a customer and focus on quality. It is the only way that you can increase your organic reviews. Image quality. Image quality for KDP seller is the quality of your cover file. If you want customers to click your book, you need to prepare professionally designed cover files. I am using Adobe Illustrator for this and you can find some tutorials about it in my channel. A+ content. A+ content allows you to add images, text, and comparison tables to your product detail page. According to Amazon, A+ content increased sales by 5% due to increased traffic and conversion. I am planning to make a detailed video about this subject later. Let's continue with Amazon ads. Advertising is the most powerful factor for driving sales velocity. If you have budget and margin, you can use this paid method to rank your product for some keywords. External traffic. External traffic could come from sources like an email, social media, your website, and search engines. It is said that Amazon algorithm likes external traffics, and that's why they have an external traffic measurement solution called Amazon Attribution, which help you understand the impact of your cross-channel digital marketing activities. When you are driving external traffic to your products, you need to be very careful, because if you can't get enough conversion from this external traffic, this may reduce your product score and ranking. Instead of driving traffic directly to Amazon from social media sources, it is better to drive traffic first to a landing page, then to your product page on Amazon. In this way, only the people who are interested in your products can click your external links, and you may have a better conversion rate from this digital marketing activity. Of course, there are also some other factors that nobody knows exactly. These are the factors that they prefer not to tell, and they call them just others in the KDP Help Center. If I make a summary, do not forget that the search results are dynamic, and it is quite normal that rankings fluctuate, because search algorithms always make A/B tests to find out which results work better. It means that if your book is on the first page today for a specific keyword, it can move to the second page tomorrow. As I said before, they calculate a product score to rank each product for a specific keyword by giving different weight to each of the factors that I explained previously. Therefore, one day the weight of the fulfillment method can be increased, and another day the other one. And your rankings and placement in search results change accordingly. So imagine that during Q4, if they face difficulty with the capacity of printers, low content books delivery speed can be reduced, and this will reduce the product scores as well. As a result, you may sometimes see placement you do not expect. So it was a long video. Thanks for your patience, and if you think it was beneficial for you, make sure to subscribe to my channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button below in this video. If you have any questions about the factors that influence Amazon's ranking algorithm, leave a comment, and also let me know if you know any other factors that I forgot to mention in this tutorial. See you soon in the second part of the KDP Keyword Research Strategy series.